Friends, welcome to our first battle. Not technically a duel. Fight outside the Kyeda estate on Valentina. I am joined by GrimDarkJames, of course.
Hello.
Playing the scion of the Kyeda line, Hiro Kyeda. Your mech rumbles along, fusion engine giving it life. You reach underneath the console, flip up a red tab, and hit a switch that says Master Arm from off to on. You hear at your right knee multiple floppy disk drives begin to spin up. The weapon systems on your board go from red to green. You've already been tracking your target with a Starbeam 3000 for some time, but you're getting close enough for visual range as your sensor suite lights them up. We see a Davian traditional colors of tan and green, woodland painted, Blackjack 3 dash out from behind the flaming ruins of several of the houses of those who live on the wider premise of your estates. It turns its two menacing PPC arms towards another house, and two balls of something like electricity, but also like a physical particle, slam through the house. The roof collapses. We can see that people are fleeing from the wreckage of the house, and then four lasers create two X's through the house, which properly catch fire a few moments after the lasers have gone through the material, and another house is totally demolished in the process. This is your first time this far out on the estates, and it is clear that the demolition of this area is some sort of bait, perhaps, to draw you out, or a extremely aggressive raid by a single battle mech. Your tech, Poe, has designated your target as Crusader 1 on your overlay. And you can see that the mech's torso twists to turn towards you and opens a communications channel with you.
Okay, I mean, I'll accept it.
Just the sounds of heavy breathing for a moment, and then, good day. Do I presume that I am speaking with the mech warrior defending these lands?
I am Kyeda, Hiro of House Kyeda, samurai in service of Shugo Nasagi Kuju. You left these lands illegally and engaged in banditry. You have one chance to power your mech and surrender to receive a quick and painless death.
Amusing. I see no reason to introduce myself, for the warrior I'm speaking to will be burning in 9 hells before I am done. And then they cut communications. You know, James, I didn't know we were going to use our fancy voice packs, okay?
I've never used it before. I don't even know if it's understandable or not.
It was kind of rough, you know.
Yeah.
They begin deployed on the map already, and you deploy onto the map from the southeast side. So anywhere along this line.
Okay. All right, so I can come in to meet off the board then.
Sorry, southwest side, because they are northeast of your estate where you're coming from. Okay. You deploy from any of those map edges.
Okay.
I mean, you roll tactics first, I believe, versus me.
That's true.
That is true. Exactly, and right. Your character has invested 2 skill points into tactics, so you have a +1 and stars of that numbers, which translates to a +1 here.
Which goes to a total of 7 then.
Very well. I have a +0. An extremely average pilot. I will be moving first.
Yep.
I've got my card right here. Let's look. been a
Well, it's full of
really
trees
long
now.
time since I've done mech combat. So
it's movement phase first,
Yes.
and you can
Yep.
move up to your full movement. And regardless of whether you move your full movement, as long as you move at least 1 inch in Alpha Strike, you have a considered move your full movement. You get your full TMM.
I thought it was 2 inches, but yes.
Yeah.
I
was thinking of because yes, some people play a different scale of Alpha Strike, but yeah.
I'm gonna move here. Turn, take cover here.
Yeah.
So essentially partial cover.
Right, it's my turn to move.
That house is on fire, by the way, and there's smoke streaming out of it. But
yeah.
Oh, you've chosen to come. Oh, of course you're Kentaro. Never mind. That makes perfect sense.
Yep. All right, I have moved.
Are we within 24 inches? Which I believe will put us within long range fire.
So short is 6 inches.
Yes.
Then 24, then 42.
Okay, so I am at long range, so +4 to hit. Then I don't know if you have enough trees to count.
So as long as you can't see at least one. So if the line of sight passes through trees, so if it's 3 inches of trees, it's no valid shot at all. Like it's completely obscuring. If it passes through any trees, it's +1 to hit.
Okay, it is less than 3, so I have a +1 to hit.
So you have line of sight,
and I have 2 obstructions, bringing me to a 10 to hit.
And my TMM is 2.
So I have 4. Long range is 4 again, so 8, 10, and TMM.
It's medium range, isn't it? It's less than 24 inches.
Oh, you're right. You're right. When you are right, James, you're right. So thank you for correcting me before I made a bad shot. It's still going to be a bad shot, just to be clear. So it's 4 +2 for interference, +2 for range, bringing me to 8, and +2 for your TMM, bringing me to 10. A highly improbable shot, but I would sure love the damage. Not even close. The PPCs go wide, and those lasers are just burning up trees.
Okay.
Now, remember when you hit the dice roller, you need to roll it at least twice, so you get multiple vectors of rotation.
Yeah. All right, so for my return fire, you have cover, because I can't see 1/3 or more of your mech. I am still shooting through the woods as well, because I'm not in them, so that's +2. Plus your TMM of 1 is +3, plus medium range is +5 total, so I'm hitting on 9. Nope, I also miss. Pretty typical first turn of Alpha Strike.
My tactics roll is 7.
Okay.
Fairly average with a +1. You're very favored here.
Mine is 9.
My recollection is that when you jump, it is different than in yeah, so I don't know that I add something to my outgoing to hit?
Yeah, so there's no jumping makes you 1 harder to hit, but makes you 2 harder for you to hit. So unless you're jumping to an advantageous position, you would never jump in Alpha Strike, because the benefit to you is worse than the benefit it gives to, well, so the drawback to you is worse than the drawback to them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I need to...
But it lets you like ignore things like the additional movement required to go up levels, for example.
Yes. I need to move somewhere that from your angle, you cannot get partial cover. And it might involve having to go into the trees, I guess. I get to the edge of the trees on a 6.3. That's not good enough, because I'm going to need... You move through trees at half speed, so I need to fully hide
every inch
in
of trees is 2 inches, basically.
Yeah, so I don't have enough to fully get my mech into the trees, probably.
Yeah.
So I think that I want I'm not going to be able to move in such a way that I can stand behind. And I don't like that. I just can't take the full runaway speed. I have to move in such a way that I'll get partial cover.
Yep. As long as you move 2, you have you've still got your team in.
I have indeed moved at least. I would prefer to move further. I really want to try to outrange you, but that's over with. That's donezo. You are faster than me, so outranging you is no longer on the table.
Yeah, I think I can just move behind this house for now. I know I probably shouldn't take cover behind my vassals' houses, but you know.
As you're moving forward, you hear Poe board just over the communication system go, Mech Warrior, how's it going out there? I'm detecting some weapons fire.
I'll have this enemy down soon.
Okay, if you're sure. You hear a really loud slurp of tea. 4. I have obstruction. 5.
5. Medium range is 7.
7.
You and my team is
9.
2, so 9. Yeah.
Do it. That's like a 9 in a way.
Close. Okay. I conversely will be on an 8. Pretty much any time you fire, I can fire back at the same one easier because your team is only 1. That is a bit less like an 8.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It is indeed. Yeah. And I challenge that roll with a 5, so you would have to roll a 4 just to
it's
tie.
Possible. But it's not this time.
Just because something's possible does not mean that it is likely. That's 7.4. So as long as I move less than 0.6. Yep. Okay.
Oh.
We know where he is.
Mission over.
We know where he is. He's oh, come on, buddy. I need you to just get in here a little bit. We know where he's at.
All right. Let's do it there.
Oh. Oh.
I think it's going to come in this way.
Interesting. I tried to make your mech black and red. But there was no black and red mech, so I tried to red tint a blackish colored mech, and it just made it more black. So
yeah,
we're just gonna have to find someone who can give us proper mech skins. Nope, a 7, not close. I would need a 9 again.
Also a miss.
I just SRMs streaking across this battlefield, lasers going back and forth, PPCs, the blackjack probably like steaming off the local humidity from its high heat levels and then dissipating them. But no one can land a solid hit here as the peasants of Kyeda are just fleeing their homes at high speed.
Don't forget, by the way, your mech does have an overheat rating too, so you can use it if you want to.
Yeah, and I definitely will when I need it to get the final hit on your mech. Okay, and the numbers to hit are, oh my god. Okay, you would have to roll double 1s to tie. So you're
challenge accepted.
Nearly assured tactical victory here. I'm gonna, well, okay. I'm getting a little hasty here. I figured that's within 8, but all right, here we go.
So you say that building is big enough for total cover then?
I believe it does indeed totally cover my mech, except for a little bit of that cockpit up there.
No worries.
This is one of those Mech Warrior Online moments where the blackjack is torso twisted towards you, but walking backwards, and then it's just like hovering behind the building. I could see this play. Did you run this simulation on Mech Warrior 5?
So Mech Warrior 5 doesn't allow you to pick your op for.
That's
and the problem,
really dumb.
so if you actually played Mech Warrior 5 or not, like I know you didn't get it when no. So effectively, it's quick action mode. Just puts you in a regular mission with like multiple enemy mechs. Like I need to download like a mission modifier in order to try and do this like a one-on-one mech fight. And then I tried it in the Battletech tactical game, but there's no way to build these mechs in that game because even though you can refit existing mechs, I mean, the only technology the Blackjack's got is double heat sinks. That's not really 3025 technology, which you can still do in the MechWarrior game, but it works on the MechWarrior Online system of having specific hard points in each location, so you can only put X many energies in this location, for example, and there was no way to build the Blackjack and the Kintaro with the options it had in Battletech.
Oh, that's spicy.
Oh,
that's a good time to win that.
All right, you do win that, certainly. So, in which case, I have to move first. So I'm going to come back to here.
Oh, on this building. 2, 4. That should do it. I will still say you have a third coverage because it kind of looks like both of your legs are covered. I just don't have enough movement to make it happen without jumping. You're shooting first for the first time.
Okay. All right.
All right, Han. That's our first hit.
Finally hit. Okay, so that is 4 damage.
I mean, this is a huge hit on the Blackjack. I feel like the Blackjack comes around the apartment building and is preparing to jump. You know, he's finally got in a position where this Mech Warrior cocky thinks he can jump behind you. And all he sees is your mech disappear behind smoke trails and multiple warning alarms. And then pieces of his mech are flying off in every direction. His whole board just Christmas trees immediately as he's covered in smoke and death. Not great for me, not great for me. I absolutely need this hit, which that's absolutely
a critical hit.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so roll your crit.
We actually already have the crit rolled, and it's an 8.
8, okay, which is weapon hit.
Perfect. That will give you -1 damage going forward.
Correct, yes.
And you take 3 points of damage from my weapons. What's the Kintaro run? I thought it was 3 SRM6s and a medium laser?
No, the 20 version is 2 medium lasers, a SRM6 and an LRM5.
Oh, I definitely feel like the medium laser gets knocked out then. One of them. Just a pair of PPCs focus in on that laser. Everything converges on that moment. Your mech rock back. The pilot sweat. I don't think he's going to open visual, but you do. It can. Am I actually using my voice thing on Zoom? I don't think I am.
Sorry, it was a large. It's a large laser, 2 medium lasers, SRM6, SRM5.
Right. One of the medium lasers is gone for sure.
Yep. You're right.
I think my soundboard.
Yeah, I can't hear you right now.
I don't know why my radio voice changer isn't working, but here we are.
Maybe the audience heard you.
They did not. I could see on OBS that the voice levels were 0.
Okay. No worries.
How unfortunate. How unfortunate.
I was going to say, if the audience could hear, but I could, maybe he knocked out my communications antenna.
I don't know why this isn't working. This is pretty much the whole reason I got this soundboard thing. So, totally worthless. And it suddenly stopped working out of nowhere. Gonna have to figure that out later. Not panicking at all right now. He does open, and with a very similar radio static to you that I can't fake, he says, looks like I've got you on the ropes. Any chance you'll shut down and surrender?
I'm not even going to respond to that. To be honest. Yeah.
All right. My tactics is a 5. These tactics rolls have been, frankly, awful for me. Oh, we tied.
Mine's also a 5, yeah. So we have to roll again.
Indeed. Mine's a 5 again. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Nope. So much for moving in on you. I now have to worry about your action radius of 10. There's no chance you can get behind me if I don't advance. I think that I can very easily walk to somewhere back here to keep small buildings between you and me, and that will end my movement.
All right.
Oh, I have miscalculated. The only good news is that affects both of us equally.
Yeah.
In terms of numbers, in terms of odds, -1 is much better for you than it is for me.
Yeah.
I open fire, and it is successful. Not as successful as last time, but another 3 points of damage, which I think will go internal.
Nope,
it
never takes out the arm, but doesn't go.
I will get wrecked.
I got to roll well here now. So
the last of your frontal armor is stripped across your mech.
that'll be a miss. I missed by 1.
Yeah. I think that, LRMs land all around this guy. There are explosions all over the place. He is facing one direction, and you zoom along parallel to him in order to catch him out. And in the process, you're swiveling your mech, and you just accidentally overcorrect. And your large laser cuts into this apartment building partially, and we can see several windows. For a moment, they look fine, and then they burst into flames behind him. Yeah. Wow, this is so dangerous for both of us right now. I mean, one hit from you will nearly kill me, and
we're both 2 hits from killing each other right now.
Yeah. So. Well, that's probably the ball game.
I was just got a hit though, so.
Here and then back here. See what you'll do now. Although I just noticed that you don't need to move at all. Actually,
yeah, but I still need to keep
you
up.
You still do want to move in order to raise your TMM, of course.
Yeah, I'm just going to move it into here again.
Okay, so now we're both still looking at +1s.
Yep.
We are less than
medium range still.
Yep. Okay. Still looking for a 9. I do not get remotely.
Again.
No banter. You're both sweating. Weapon systems are starting to fail. Armor buckling. Everyone is firing wildly. You're only about a minute into this fight, but that's a long time in battle mech combat. Maybe not an Alpha Strike, but I just gotta believe in Nuffle, man. Hey, that's a pretty Nuffelian roll. Not Nuffelian enough. Not Nuffelian enough.
I'm great with initiative rolls. This cannot get shooting rolls. I've only hit you once.
Yeah, but you really only needed to hit me once.
Yeah. All right.
Oh. Oh, but I still have... No? I think you can see my whole mech.
Mech's eye view, yeah.
Yep, yeah.
What's going for?
James is absolutely outplaying me here. I'm making really hasty moves on the assumption that I'm doing... Nope, 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 nope. This could be the crushing one right here, guys.
That is a hit.
It is. It absolutely is.
3 damage.
Yeah, talk to me about that critical.
Which one's the crit? What color's the crit? 9?
The crit is the bottom right-hand one.
Blue. 9 is a no critical hit.
Wow. That's so lucky. Wow. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I need to get 2 hits. You only need 1, and yours is easier than mine. I need some real... Oh my god. And then double ones, of course.
4.
Yeah, even a 4 couldn't save me.
Yeah.
Just hide behind this building real quick.
All right. Move into the woods.
Is that... Okay, well, that's probably not that much woods on your part. 0.4 inches.
But it means I'm in the woods, so you can still shoot, but I get the +1.
Yes, but don't you have the +1 in the opposite direction as well, because you're cutting through these woods?
Yeah. So you've got 2 woods.
Oh,
I've got
I see.
Woods plus cover.
I see.
Yeah.
So I now need... Oh, and is it this? Okay,
Still medium.
So I now need a 10 to hit.
Yeah. That is
You needed a 9, and that's it.
Yeah.
The critical is a 8.
Which would be a weapon hit, but it's
okay. I'm safe to say that you successfully scrapped this mech in the process. One of the PPCs blows as you critically hit that, and the pilot is brain electrocuted as the mech doesn't... We're not gonna do what's it called again?
Stack pole.
It's not gonna stack pole, but you know, fusion engine shuts down, heat runs cascading outwardly. One of the left arm just explodes, and blue electricity runs along the outside of the mech, and the pilot is electrocuted to death. You have successfully defended the Kyeda estates with some minor internal damage and extremely severe external damage.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do in the meantime as you wait for Poe to show up with
I will radio Poe.
Poe has been sitting at the radio the whole time. You hear the sound of a graphite pencil running over a newspaper, and you hear Poe going 5-letter word for emergency. Oh, wait, no, you can't, James. No, you're whatever that is, that's done. You're smoked.
Sorry?
I couldn't understand a fucking word.
Oh, okay, nice. Oh, okay. I don't know, it's weird. Okay, well, Crusader 1 is down. Prepare for salvage operations.
Prepare for salvage. Right. I'll get the truck, head out there and hitch it up. How's the mech doing?
Armor damage, 1 weapon out.
All right. I'm putting in the paperwork for overtime as soon as I get back. Poe out. You hear him take the headset off, but the mic is locked open on it, so he tosses it on the table and it sounds horrible. And you hear the sound of him getting out of the sensor control tower and closing the door behind him. The sound of him walking down external, like steel steps. The radio is just locked open.
It's like a 1980s phone call where, because he hasn't hung up, you can't hang up either. Like, if you hang up and pick up again, you'll get the same line.
No. But you're still just receiving this signal from the sensor tower. The stars. What is this thing called? The Star Scream? Yeah, I decided to get a little bit fancy about describing the equipment. It is called the Cat's Eye 5. Sensor system on your estate. Well, James, it seems that you will be alive and well when we go into episode 4 of Blades of Honor. Any thoughts about this combat where you handily dominated?
I don't know that I handily dominated. I think I was Neobuzzard thought I'd have, I'd smash it. But the thing about Alpha Strike, especially with one-on-one stuff, is it really just comes down to rolls. And so, like, obviously that critical hit was a big one. It wouldn't have changed the result at all, because it if I did 4 damage, I still would have required 2 hits to kill you versus 3. Didn't actually change that result from that point forward, but still, another roll here or there could have made these go very poorly. It's just the nature of Alpha Strike is that the tactics of Alpha Strike is more about how you make sure that more of your units can shoot than the number of their units can shoot. So you get to roll more dice. It's unlike Battletech, you want to roll more dice in Alpha Strike. But one-on-one, if one person's not shooting, the other person's not shooting. So
I am going to need to get better at this game very quickly. I do like how quickly this battle went, though. We're 30 minutes and we completed a one-on-one mech thing. This is even faster than Solaris Knights.
Why is it important you get better at beating the player characters, Arthur?
I feel like the answer to that question is self-evident. I want to also win. You know this as well. You know that as the game master, you want to test and bring out the best of players, but also you just want to win.
Yeah, I find that so many times when I start a Blood Bowl game, I'm like, I really hope this player wins this match, and then halfway through I'm like, I'm going to beat this person.
I want to win.
Yeah. I was worried about this King Crab sitting over here, by the way, as well.
Dunamis includes that King Crab on every map so that you can right click on it and pull the name tag thing from above it. The script that you need for the name tag is on the King Crab.
Have we searched the board for a drawn skull somewhere as well?
That's underneath the. It's down here.
Yeah, but that's the Battletech. Like, remember there was that one board that had someone drew a skull on.
That was Rad.
No one admitted to
Rad drew the skull. He drew the snail. Every time something is drawn on one of my shows, it's always Rad. Don't listen to his fucking lies. Speaking of which, as long as we're talking about Rad. The reason we don't have a battle overlay is because Rad hasn't made one yet. Not that I'm trying to shame him into making one, but I threw this overlay together over the course of 15 minutes because I don't have any artistic skills, and all of my overlay artists have left me.
Look, I know you don't want to shame Rad, but I have no such compulsion. So, Rad, this show was your idea, okay?
Wait, what's this idea? It actually was this idea. Please continue.
Yeah, so if it doesn't go well, it's on you, buddy. It's on you. So if you want the game to go well, you got to lift.
That's a hard thing to say, though, with Blades of Honor having taken the #1 spot on my channel.
Look, I still love the fact that despite the fact that it was me that was the reason we didn't play for so long, it's always Rad.
He takes the blame. Hey, no one ever found out that I was one of the reasons we didn't play for 1 week.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well. James, I won't see you tomorrow. Ooh, wow, my camera. I'm gonna have to reset my camera after that one. I think it actually moved.
Really? What did you throw your arm? I didn't have the camera.
I slammed my table really hard, and I think my camera slipped forward a little bit and a little bit to the side, so I may need to reset my camera positions on all of my shows. I'll see you on Thursday, I think, for another episode of Blades of Honor.
That is the plan.
Patreon, you'll be getting this spicy one week earlier than everyone else. Patreon.com/APGamingREAL if you want to get the behind the scenes once a month meeting. Occasionally we got some other fun stuff going on. And of course, as I've mentioned, access to this show 1 week early so that you know what all those delicious chat spoilers are on the Discord. And it helps to support the channel so I can give money to Raddosaurus.
If you're not on Patreon and you're watching this video and it goes up onto YouTube, you've missed so much in the last week. You know, wow, it's embarrassing how much you've missed by being so stingy with your money that you won't support this fantastic channel that brings so much joy to so many people.
Technically, you will have missed both Blades of Honor and another episode of Endosteel, I believe. So
yeah,
you will actually miss two episodes.
What episodes? What episodes? Wow, you know.
The ones we haven't done yet. Just to be clear. You're referencing events that haven't happened yet.
I haven't done yet at this point in time, but the time they're watching
I appreciate your confidence that you think I'm going to run those episodes well.
Yes. I appreciate your confidence that the episodes are going to run.
Okay. You know what? That's it. I'm hitting the stop recording. We're done.